Menopause is no fun. For many women, changing hormones bring unwanted symptoms like lack of sleep and weight gain. But you can turn things around with a couple of lifestyle and diet changes. The author of Unlock Your Menopause Type, Dr. Heather Hirsch, joins us now with more. Welcome, Doctor. Good to have you here.
So excited to be here.
And it's wonderful that you're going to help us unlock this, because a lot of women begin this process, start going down this road, and have no idea what's happening to them.
Exactly. We spend a third of our lives postmenopausal, and we're not told nearly enough about our bodies in this really crucial transition.
And you were saying to me behind the scenes that what tells you whether you have reached that point is the symptoms. The symptoms are the real tell.
The symptoms are the guiding light here. And we actually know that symptoms can start even before you have full-on menopause, which is a year of no periods. So you can have symptoms for many years in that period of time called perimenopause. And that's so much more important than what your lab work might say.
Okay, so one symptom I know that we can start to see is insomnia related to menopause. I'd like to show your tips for kind of improving that, because there are things that we can control to improve our situation. Set up a bedtime routine, remove the TV from your bedroom, try to minimize your stress at night, and prioritize exercise during the day. I'd like to talk about each one. Setting up a bedroom routine means what?
Yeah, just like a toddler needs a bedtime routine where they brush their teeth and then they get their story and then they feel nice and sleepy and go off to La La Land, so do us as adults. But for so long, we're up doing our emails and on our phones and trying to go from 0 to 100 or 100 to 0. And it doesn't work. So a bedtime routine, something that you do consistently, tells your brain and your body that it's time to relax and it's time for sleep. So whether that's journaling, meditating, taking a nice bath, reading a fiction book, and then getting yourself to sleep, it can be so helpful.
Why not TV?
TV actually is okay, but not in your bed, and we'll come to that. It's really the phones, and TV nowadays doesn't have a lot of stopping points. So you can scroll and scroll and scroll forever.
True. So, but why no TV in the bedroom? Because I think a lot of people get into bed and they just turn on the TV.
So you want your brain to think that your bed is for sleeping and sex only. And let's be honest, mostly sleep. So you don't want to hang out in your bed. You don't want to associate your bed with somewhere where you do your bills, or you talk on your phone, or you have serious conversations. So I know it's really hard for some people, nearly impossible. But if you can get that TV out of your room, it's going to really improve your sleep.
Something that I've noticed is I go to sleep. Well, I close my eyes, but I can't fall asleep because all the worries come at night. How do you shut that off?
This is really tough, and we think that actually as we lose progesterone through perimenopause and into menopause, progesterone is the relaxing, sleepy, warm blanket type of hormone, that women start to develop insomnia. And then not being able to turn your brain off when you get to bed is so real. And then we don't get good sleep, and then the next day we're just not as focused and not as productive. So the bedtime routine is really helpful. But try to tell yourself, when you get in bed and you start worrying, you know what, I'm gonna do my worry period in the morning. This sounds really hard to do, but the more you get used to it, you're gonna start trying to train your brain that you don't worry when you get in your bed.
So this is all about training the brain. I'd like to talk about another symptom that sometimes happens, weight gain associated with menopause. Here are Dr. Hirsch's tips for kind of controlling that. She suggests having your biggest meal in the morning, eating more protein, avoiding trending diets, and build up your muscles to maintain your weight goal. What is your overall takeaway as far as how we can control our weight gain during menopause?
It's so hard and it's so frustrating, because one of the biggest things women say to me is not the hot flashes or even changes in sexual health. It's really, I don't feel like myself anymore. And weight can be a huge part of our self-esteem. So I want all my patients to know they're so beautiful, but there's little things that we can do to see if we can help improve some of the insulin resistance that happens when we lose our hormones in menopause.
So it's related to insulin resistance, and eating more protein is good. Why?
Eating more protein helps you feel fuller longer. We all know that. Eating your first meal in the morning can be really really helpful so that you don't eat your biggest meal at night, then have all that energy stores and go to sleep. So trying to eat more protein with each meal will keep you feeling fuller longer. It will help you naturally reduce some of your carbs because we all, underestimate our carb intake and overestimate our protein intake, and that can really help with your overall metabolism.
These are all changes that are very doable, and now we know about them thanks to you, Doctor. Good to have you here, and thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
And Dr. Heather Hirsch's book, once again, is called Unlock Your Menopause Type. Check it out for lots of great information. Daytime will be right back.